guys, this is Sydnee A, and I am back with another exciting episode of Necro-Fiends of the Frozen Dead. We are fans and friends of Johnny Necro here to celebrate 25 years of the Frozen Dead. And tonight, I have an extra special event happening because me and my friend Frankie James are going to interview each other. So hold on to your butts and say hi to Frankie. Hey, hi.
Sorry about that. I was drinking my delicious soda with my great Johnny Necro koozie here.
All
Sid, how are
right.
you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Excited to do this. It seems like a lot of conversations we have, or Johnny always gets mentioned somehow. And going
Absolutely.
back to the Great Media Comic Con when you and I had the great opportunity to do some work together. He was one of the first ones we met. And we met
Absolutely.
him when he was cosplaying Doc for the Back to the Future screening, and he was just man, the personality behind him, how good he did as Doc, and then it wasn't it for him. He would then like want to come over and have conversation. Like when I would stop at the car and get something if I needed something from the car. I was in the possession of the keys that day for sure because I kept running back to the car. Whether it be to get gear or batteries,
He
he would
means
come.
my car.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this is, Sid's car.
Not the DeLorean. My Tahoe.
Yeah,
But
people
it's
probably thought I was talking about the DeLorean, actually,
that's
breaking
why I was
news.
like trying to clarify. No.
Yeah,
You had my keys.
so, Jai would come over and have conversation just about some of the things he's got going on, and, I mean, shit, not only, like, with the podcast, obviously, but all the other things that we have going on. I thought that we had a lot. Johnny's got his hands in everything, and he's doing awesome at it. He really is. He's a great guy, and, shout out to the Great Media Comic Con for having us be able to do our thing there too.
Absolutely. I forget what movie it is, but it might have been in The Devil's Advocate when they're like, he's got his hands in a lot of pies. When you said that, I just heard like the dude's voice, like, but
The
it's true.
Devil's
He's got,
The Devil's Advocate. Was that with, Keanu Reeves and,
yes, it
great
was Al
movie.
Pacino. This is the
Al
second time
Pacino.
today I have brought up this movie and Charlize Theron. It's actually is one of my like probably top 25 groovy
That's a
movies. It's
top
not
that's
top
a top
three, but it's a good one.
that's a top one for me too. Yeah, that was a good flick. Good flick.
Yes, I like that a lot. But yeah, like you were saying, we had so much fun and are so grateful to have been able to hang out at the Great Media Comic Con. I have another photo of you and I with I must have with Doc
Yeah,
with Johnny. He was not being Doc, he was being Johnny in this one. But I love this picture
there we
because
are.
I was cosplaying April from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That was the day I was Mark. I was
I was gonna
actually
say, and
Mark.
you were cosplaying the creator of the Great Media Comic Con, our
I
friend Mark.
was. Yep, I absolutely was, and I think I did a pretty damn good job at it.
You did. You had the biggest arms at the Comic Con for sure. They were busting out of that shirt.
I
There
was
was
just walking around like, "Let's get these papers cleaned up over here. Alright, goodbye."
it was
Or just
hilarious.
leaning over people like, "Alright, everything looks good over here. Moving on."
Yep.
Like, just
No, that
no.
was a good cosplay. I will give you credit for
My
that.
first one. I'll take it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I had never cosplayed before this past Great Media Comic Con myself. So I
You
was
did really
Lois
good.
Lane on Saturday, and then I
Mm.
was April on Sunday because we were doing the reporter vibes. I'm going to show our really cool reporter poses there again because we were like,
Shout out to Erica for taking that picture for us. That was a really
yes,
we got a little photo shoot done.
thank you,
Um,
Erica.
Thank you, Erica. I love that. That's a great picture. That's before that was same hat, new hair, right?
Right? Exactly. That was so funny because that was like, oh, are we taking pictures? And I like got that shirt on real quick. Like, okay, you know,
Let's do it.
that was
But
awesome.
the man of the hour, 25 years. 25 years. It just shows, you know, all the stuff that like, not only is he hands in with everything, but he sees it through. He I mean, 20 to do anything like, and to keep something going that long is incredible. I mean, even looking at some of the bands in the world, like 25 years that they're going strong. Like 25 years ago, it's the 25th anniversary of the Frozen Dead, I believe, and it's incredible what he's been able to accomplish, and not only able to accomplish, but incredibly genuine human being. I mean, we've said it from the get go, and anybody that's watching from the con, sorry to break your little hearts. Johnny Necro stole our hearts. And that's
Yeah.
our guy from the get go.
Yep. And you can get the horror adorables, like Frankie was showing off his horror adorables koozie,
This
and
is my
all
twin,
of yeah, there you go.
and then there's detective
It's one of the
Michelangelo.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, isn't that Michelangelo?
It
But
is
yeah, Johnny's wife makes all of that merchandise. She's uber talented, and so shout out to Anne as well. But you can order the book, you can order the horror adorables, and all of his links are right here. And I highly encourage you to follow him on social media. He has posted all of the Johnny Necro series from the beginning on for free on his social media, so you can catch up with the 25 years. I am just starting this now, and like I'm getting so into it. It is such a great storyline because he's so fun. He has so many social like different pop culture. That's what I'm trying to say. Pop culture
pop
references
culture.
in here, puns, like all kinds of you see different things every time you look. It's really like really well done.
The
So
illustration and the characters in it are just are second to none. They're really really cool little critters as I like to call them. They're adorable. Like they're awesome. Now a question for you because I actually may not know this. Who was the illustrator for the Frozen Dead? What did was who was the who drew the characters?
Johnny.
That was Johnny, correct?
Yep. Hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
I
Yeah,
haven't
these
more
are
or
all
less that.
his. Yep, these are all his creations, and he's drawn. Well, actually, this one is Tina Michelle, who I talked to. He asked for some fan contributions, so she did that. And
Incredible.
yeah, like, and that's the way Johnny is. He brings in all of his friends. Like, he doesn't leave anybody behind. If
Nope, not
he's
at all.
successful, he makes sure that everyone he loves is successful too. And it took about 5.5 seconds for me to decide he was my friend and I loved him and his wife.
Yeah,
And so it's like
they were
you're
great.
automatically invited to the party once Johnny takes you
Absolutely, and buckle up because it's quite the party. And
in.
what like we were like even at the con, like he was our table that we would go take a minute at. Like we would go by him. He let us hold our stuff there, and sure, people might say, "Oh, that's just whatever." But keep in mind, like he has a table set up. He paid for his table. He's doing business, but he allowed Sid and I to continuously go over, drop something off. Granted, we also had the Jason Voorhees next to us to make sure our stuff was safe, so that was a good sign as
Exactly. And
well.
nobody was gonna mess with our stuff with
Yeah, I probably one of the first only times I ever
super
got
nice
nervous
guy
around
too.
somebody. Um, I'm a huge fan, so it was, remember I was telling you, I looked at him, I was like, "Oh, hi, how are you, sir?" I kept telling you, I remember I was like, "Dude, it's one of my favorite characters of all time,"
Yep. And
especially
he's
being a
just
big
a
horror movie guy
sweetheart
like
too.
myself.
Yep.
Yeah, he was really cool. He
And
was
that
really
was the
nice.
thing about having Great Media Comic Con be both of our first Comic Con.
Mhm,
The community is so nice and kind,
mhm.
and like everybody was such a sweetheart that you just were immediately comfortable and had a great time there, whether you knew the comics or not. You were learning the comics by getting to know the people and wanting to support them because they were all so awesome. So,
Mhm.
oh, there you are. I thought you froze up for a second. I'm like, come back, Frankie.
No, that's good. No, you're good, you're good. And going off of what you just said, just the people that we've been able to meet, I mean, obviously, a lot of people might know I'm a photographer. I did the photos with, at the con. And I got to do a lot of shooting. I mean, the connections that were made from this, the business that was made from this. I just finished up a photo shoot with Delco Batman with Brian. We did a video. You got to be a part of that.
With the
I launched
dangle.
this with the dangle and the stress. Um,
Somehow they did not know damsel, so I was the dangle in distress. It was hilarious.
I probably just couldn't pronounce the damn thing right. I probably was just so excited. You know when I get excited, I talk so fast that you can't understand a word I'm saying. I
Well, the
probably
best
said that
part was
dangle.
you not letting me know I could get out of the storage container, so I'm glad I'm not still in that storage container.
Yeah, don't leave it. You're still in there. Yeah, the video just plays. It's funny.
It's
Um,
hilarious. Yeah, it was really
the
funny.
video that we did, um, and going off of just like that's again kind of connection based. Like we created a video, for Batman. Like I just had lunch with Mark, our good friend Kristen, who, has a big event coming up. I think I'm gonna might stop by and do some photo work for her. Like like you said, like the connections that were made, the people that were involved, like they besides maybe one or two people, obviously there's always bad eggs within. Everybody was just so incredible, and I'm happy that I've been able to have the opportunity to kind of meet a lot of the people and kind of start it with Johnny, just meeting Johnny outside, and then just the conversations he would want to have, like just talking about business and opportunity and just experiences, like the stories that he's been able to share and like the people and the way he portrays himself is just it's someone that you want to like do work with and stuff like that. That's the one thing about Johnny is like you'll want to do work with him.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, I always give you your flowers for getting me into the podcast game because a year ago, I had no idea that I would have a podcast, that I would have this cool microphone to do interviews with people. It was not on my radar. So, thank you
No,
again for that.
I
And
don't thank
because
me.
of
You're a
that,
natural. You were a natural, Sid. I tell you all the time. I had you come on my show. I mean, story of our life. It took us 3 months after the camp out to even connect.
yep, we
And
met
once
at the
we did, I had you come on the show. We had a great episode. And I was like, once we got off the show, and the first thing he said to me was, "Wait, can we do that again? Because that was awesome." Like I said, I think you should start your own show. And
yep,
then I think within a month tops, we debuted the Learn to Go the podcast.
that's right. And this is my handy
Yeah.
dandy.
Yeah, make sure you check that
So
out. We're starting preparations for season 2, so all of our, uh all of our people out there, we're coming back. Don't worry, I guess I'll just do mine too
oh,
right
good,
here.
because I only have my author copy with the big thing across. So you've got the copy that you will get if you order everything I need to know. I learned in Go-Go how a preacher's daughter pole
Mhm.
danced her way to finding her true self. You can get your
Oh,
copy
yeah.
ebook, paperback at learnedingogo.com. So just
LearnToGoGo.com.
throwing that out there. And please, you can follow my social media, which is at Learn and Go Go on Facebook and Instagram. So check us out. And I'll put Frankie's back up in a minute because, like you were mentioning, you have a lot of photography work, but I'm sure people can reach out and talk to you if they have projects they want to get done as
Sure.
well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do all types of photography, whether it be like concerts, portraits, events, whatever it may be. Like I said, just wrapped up with our good friend Delco Batman, who we met from the con, another good friend. So yeah, if there's anything I can ever be of service to, please let me know. And if you mention if you mention that you saw this from the Frozen Dead series and this, we'll do a little discount for you as well.
Oh, that's so awesome. And one thing that you are definitely specializing in that a lot of people don't is the sports photography because like
Mm.
hockey, soccer, all that, you have to have a good eye to get that fast action captured. So you're very good at
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, we're gearing up for a big tournament coming up at Hollydale Ice Rink this weekend. Me and Say Cheese, my good friend, who also another good photographer. We're gearing up for a tournament this weekend. But yeah, it was great to be able to do photos at the con. Like so many people, and let me tell you, it was my first con. I'm really like heavy in the sports, so I'm not like too involved in like comic books and stuff like that. But just alone, just the people that I've been able to meet through it, like, Johnny definitely being at the top of the list, like, really good people, great stories. They're like and like athletes and stuff, they have like they kind of walk around with like a chip on their shoulder, like and being an athlete more or less, like meeting everybody here, everybody was just so nice. Like I said, you have the one or two bad eggs, but like everybody was so kind and Johnny definitely led that, and I thank him for his friendship and having me on here, because great guy all around, and a little message for him. Congratulations, Johnny, on 25 years from the start of the Frozen Dead. We're happy as hell to be here, and looking forward to seeing you soon, buddy. Congratulations on all your success, my friend.
Absolutely. And we're going to keep it going another 25 years, I hope, because the story just
50
keeps.
years. I'm with
Why
it.
not? Why not? Right? Because like
I'm
I
with
love
it.
how it's like, oh well, there. What's this going to do? I know. Bam, into another timeline, and now we're doing this and this and this because you can do that in comics, and it's fucking awesome. Honestly, like I like my bookmark too. I want to show it off.
I like that bookmark.
Oh,
That's a good one. Like we all have a little bit of necro around us. Like I have his wife's company's koozies right here. There's my twin once again. That's Alf. And then we got Detective Michelangelo.
I love
He
that
has the
Alf is
book.
your twin.
Oh, dude, my sister sent me a picture. It was like, "Oh, look, I found your doppelganger," and it was a picture of Alf. I think I posted on my IG a couple weeks ago. I'm like, "Okay, you
So
know,
don't get
whatever."
around cats. Don't let your cats around Frankie.
I'm allergic to cats anyway, so it makes sense.
Mm, but that's what Alf eats, so don't be eating anybody's cat.
I forgot about that.
Yep. That's why I'm like, don't do
Yeah, I'll eat your cat, man.
it.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Oh, wait a
And
minute.
there goes the PG rating on this show.
I was just thinking, I was like, "Wait a minute, that makes sense in one way or another, kind of."
Exactly. That's why I was just like, and now it's Sid and Frankie talk after dark.
Yep, yep. They're back. They're back.
Exactly. It's been a while since we got to do
Yeah.
this on the screen together, so it's fun. I'm glad.
It is, and once again, like, 25 years, it's and looking back on something like this that he's been able to accomplish and having people come on to say a few things, like, the impact that the the comic itself has been able to do for people, and then obviously me here, I'm more or less focused on just, like, him as a person, because that's what I got to, like, have with Johnny at the con, like, him as a person, obviously seeing his setup was incredible, he has great stuff, he did really well at the con. Like, him as a person was what really drove me to him, which drove you to him, just him being so genuine, and, that's kind of like, if I can say anything about the guy, just really genuine, he cares, and always happy to do stuff with him, seriously.
Yep, his energy is just undeniable. Like it
It
just
is.
draws you in. And it was cool because I bought my copy of the book and he immediately said, get James Stokes to sign it, get Craig Lucas to sign it. Like all these people that were at the con that are in the book. And it
Yeah.
was cool to like be, and there's so many more. But to just be able to go around and be like, can you sign my book? Like, you felt like you were
Mhm.
on the red carpet, like
Yeah.
and it's just an introduction to get to meet all of these other people and what they have going on too. There's so many artists and there's so many
Mhm.
art actors and like other podcasters and that it's just an interwoven group of people and I'm so happy that Johnny is has invited us into this world because his
Yeah,
like throwing the rock the ripple effect has been
for sure.
amazing and I was talking to Johnny yesterday and he was saying because I always say when the tide comes in all ships rise, so we all help each other out, we all get successful together, and that's something that I highly believe in that he does as well, that
Mm.
you know success is not pie, there's enough to go around that for everybody, so
There
just
absolutely is. There is. There's definitely enough to go around for everybody. Everybody making their contributions and everybody working as a team. It works out when everybody's hungry for the same thing. That's when that's when success really hits full throttle. When everybody has that drive, has that vision, has those similar goals. Everybody has different goals, of course, but similar goals within. It really does, and Johnny definitely represents that.
yep, because there's different people can bring things to the party. So when you
One
all
hundred
get
percent.
together, party's even better. So with you, my first podcast experience was on the My Crazy Exes podcast. So tell
Oh.
everybody about your podcast empire that you have going
Yeah,
on.
so I have a couple shows. So I have a sports show, Chirping Pucks, and then obviously the one that Sid had just referenced on the My Crazy Exes podcast. We've been on a break for a little bit. The show will return. It typically takes a little break. The show will return full throttle. Um, but yeah, you can find those on iHeartRadio, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all nine. But yeah, really good shows. I've enjoyed doing them. Obviously, being able to get people to come on and see what it's like. I've been doing this thing for about 6 years, 7 years, from hosting to producing to startup to you name it. I've done it within the podcast world, and it's cool being able to have this kind of platform because it when you have an audience and then you bring people involved, their audience expands. It's like that ripple effect. Like you get one person that connects with this person, say you and I, we join forces. Now our reach now is a whole nother level. Not throw another person, a whole nother level. as long as everybody has similar goals, it really does work out. But yeah, I love doing podcasts. It's a lot of fun. I've been able to have the privilege and honor to help Sid get her podcast started. We just finished up her first season. Second season to start soon. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to do.
Yep. And I can't wait to do season 2 of Learning Go Go, the podcast,
Let's
because I want to
go.
make sure that it reflects the book that inspired
The
it.
book. We had a
Because
good first season. We had a lot of good
what's it?
interviews. We had a lot of good
Season
interviews the
1
first
was
season. We had a lot of fun.
awesome. It
You
kind of
killed
got
it.
off
You
the
crushed it.
rails, but in a good way. Like it kind
Oh
of was
man.
like, who do we want to talk to? Fuck them, bring them on. Like it was fun.
Right.
It was just like, you want to come on for the ride, chugga chugga. It was fun, and
It was.
I do want to like bring the lessons in the book into season 2 a
And we
little bit
will.
more.
Oh
So
yeah, for
stay
sure.
tuned. I have some guests lined up. I'm excited to talk to. So
Nice.
it'll be a good season dose of Learning Go Go the podcast. So that is very cool. You look like you're checking something out.
No, you're good. You're absolutely
Okay.
good.
I was like, is there an emergency breakthrough?
No,
Breaking
you always
news.
have my
Breaking
attention.
news.
Okay. You know how it is. We always have the phone doesn't stop sometimes, but this is my priority. We gotta talk about our man now, Johnny Necro.
Absolutely. So he's got some exciting film things coming up. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet, but he's been working on his vest for it. And
I've been
have you
seeing
seen
some
the
images that he's been sharing. Yeah.
so cool, right? Like
Super
he is
cool.
such
Yeah.
punk rock, and he's giving me an education in music too, like in a
Ooh.
genre that I don't really like. I know a couple songs, but I'm not really that familiar with. So I'm having a
What
lot of
genre?
fun. Punk, like like
Okay.
classic punk rock. Like
Like
I
Ramones?
I like the Ramones, but like
Yeah.
he's more like Misfits and like
Okay.
like that kind of because I like Rancid. I like some
Yeah.
punk, but I'm not that familiar. So I'm having fun
Good stuff. You'll have fun,
learning about the
especially some of
genre.
that old school stuff for sure. And then the newer stuff is really good. Like, yeah, I love the punk music. I'm a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like Danzig, but then like he sent me a Misfits song from like 78. I'm like, the Misfits were around in 78. Like
Yeah, it's
I need
crazy
to
to
be
think about.
educated. I need to be educated. So, but he sounded almost Jim Morrison like it was a totally different
Mhm.
vibe. And I'm like, I dig this, man. This is really cool. And then I'll send him like, some like comedian, like, check out this song, and he's just like, no, thank you. No, I'm just
A picture
kidding.
of a dog, just a random dog.
Exactly. Thank you for the music.
Yeah.
Here's Lexi
Here's
sniffing
a
her butt
dog with
again.
its red rocket out.
No, no, I have girl dogs. You're the one with the
Oh,
boy
yeah, they're
dog.
all girls. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Your dog is major talking to you again yet?
Yeah, dude, he's just been outrageous. Sorry, guys, to get off the rails again about the dog. Ever since we came back from vacation, he's been absolutely bad. Like knocked over a trash can. That's why we got Johnny Necro to kind of keep the spirits high.
Well, that's why Johnny has cats because they don't
Makes
get.
sense.
Yeah, they missed him while he was at the Comic Con because he sent me little videos. They were so happy when he got home. It was adorable. So, gotta love somebody that loves music and art and animals.
Yes.
Yep.
MAA, right?
Music art. I was like, I think he said and AA. I'm like, I don't
I just
think
made that up.
so.
I'll tell you, make sure to get one of these more affordables. They make the soda taste better.
They're horror adorables. Like horror
What I said?
movies. You
I
said
said
more
more
adorable.
affordable.
More
I said more
affordable. That's what you
affordable.
said, yes.
More affordables.
Well,
More
their
adorable.
horror adorables are more affordable for your koozies.
They are. They are.
Yep.
And like I said, they make the drink taste delicious.
And they're one of a kind. Like
They are. And
nobody
it's got a
else is
picture of me on
making
it.
that. Like how cool is that? And there's all
I'm a huge fan.
different art on there. I love the James Stokes, Jason Voorhees one.
Yeah, it's
And
cute.
I got
They're cute too.
mhm.
They're cute like little critters. Like that's what I call them. Like even his book character, like little critters.
Johnny Necro, the little critter. Got his face eaten off by piranhas. It's adorable with your little critter.
Yeah. Oh.
But no, the
Oh,
horror
Johnny, we
adorables
love
are
it.
awesome. I have a couple pins that Johnny gave me. One's Ghostface from Scream, and the other Snuffleupagus.
Oh,
Oh,
wow, what a combo.
Snuffy. Right?
So wait,
Love
it's
them.
Snuffleupagus as the Scream guy?
No, 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 no. They're two different pins. One's
Oh,
Ghostface
okay.
and one is Snuffleupagus. But maybe that's an idea, Johnny. You could make a Ghostface Snuffy.
Oh
Why
my
not?
god. See, I think that's a cool collab. Like, take like characters and have them dress up as like the serial killers. Like, that would be kind
Oh
of
my
dope.
God. He could do Sesame Scream and turn all of the Sesame Street characters into Ghostface.
Like, we're copyrighting that idea right now.
Oh my God. Look at, I'm the
Johnny,
idea
we own
lady.
the rights to that, so we wanted the royalties.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame
Yeah.
Scream?
Wanna
See,
play
that's
games. Play games.
that's why I'm
Got the
Sydney.
jigsaw. It'd be Oscar the Grouch as the jigsaw guy.
Oh my God. That would be terrifying, actually.
We gotta talk to Johnny about this idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you could make like Big Bird could be like Michael Myers because like the tall, slow walk with that bird body. Be kind of
Bert and
creepy.
Ernie, who would they be? Like the Strangers? Ever see the Strangers?
I have not, but they could be like the
Oh,
twins from The Shining
that's not
in
bad either. You never
in the
seen the
little
Strangers?
dresses. No, I don't think I
Oh
did.
man, that's an incredible movie. I love to hear Johnny's take on Johnny the horror movie guy too. So
A
I,
hundred
I
percent. Yeah. The
yeah.
the movies that he's affiliated with coming up. One, I think I can talk about Bloody Bones. He's doing the soundtrack for. So the Legend of Bloody Bones is Aaron Markham, who I interviewed first. His interview is up already on social media, so make sure you check
Mhm.
that out.
Check it out.
And yep, and the other one's in production, so I'm gonna be.
Okay, well we can. Well, yeah, well, if we don't want to break any news that doesn't need to be broken.
No,
Yeah, and
I
then
have.
there's the what's the one thing that's evolving. It's like the cock the John what is it? Johnny Coxman? What's it called now?
Are you talking about Killer Cox? Because that's the one that I
Killer
went.
Cock. Yes, I
Well,
thought it was
actually, he
Johnny
posted about it,
Coxman.
so I can talk about it. Yeah, it's called Killer
Yeah,
Cox.
Killer Cock. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I thought it was Johnny Coxman.
No, Johnny Coxman is an immigration attorney. He's very well known for being an immigration attorney. So I can see how you would get that confused with Killer Chickens.
Thank you. Well, it's
You're
not Killer
welcome.
Chickens.
It's Killer Cox. What did you think it was?
Johnny
A
Coxman.
sword fight?
No, I thought it was what I was thinking. Sorry about that. Moving on. He said he's an immigration lawyer. Oh,
Isn't he?
Johnny, we love you. You're bringing the people together. Yeah, just to kind of like just was say what I want to say like one more like congratulations to you again, Johnny, on like your success in 25 years, Frozen Dad. Like it's incredible work what you're doing, man, and like, really, really, really happy for you. You're an incredible human being, a genuine person, and just we can go on and on just saying incredible things about you, but we don't want to burn out the audience. But I love you. I'm happy to be here, man, and best of luck even in the future with all your projects.
Yep, and I'm just gonna splash this up for 1 second. That's all of Johnny's handles. You can follow on Facebook, his websites, Horror Adorables, comics, art, music, more adorables, not more affordables. You were close, Frankie. It's more
Huh, huh.
adorables and horror adorables. But definitely follow him, check him out, support him. He is awesome. And I am going to throw this up as well one more time. Follow Frankie. Make sure you give him a shout out, see what he is up to. And please follow me too.
And once again, don't forget anybody that wants to book me for photography work, mention the Frozen Dead, mention Johnny, mention you saw this video, and we'll be sure to give you a nice discount.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hopping on here so we could interview each other. That was fun.
Thank
Good
you
to
so
see
much for
you.
having me.
Absolutely. And make sure you guys check out The Frozen Dead. We'll see you next time.